ما زلنا مستمرين معكم في تغطية مؤتمر التخطيط والإدارة الرشيدة لموارد المياه لتحقيق. إلى نائبة الممثل الخاص للأمين العام للأمم المتحدة السيدة إرينا باجاكوفا، فلتتفضل مشكورة.
Mr. Deputy Prime Minister, ambassadors, ladies and gentlemen, privileged to be here at the invitation of the organizers of the first Baghdad International Water Conference on behalf of the Special Representative of the Secretary General, Ms. Janine Pleshert, who unfortunately cannot be here today. This is an important conference because water and the potential lack of it is so imminently connected to Iraq's future. Water sustains life, impacts on food sustainability, the environment, the economy, and even human security. The territory of Iraq is famous for its history and civilizations, which were built and thrived on the banks of the Euphrates and the Tigris. Plentiful water resources and the use of extensive waterways and intricate irrigation systems have supported agricultural livelihoods, communities, and large cities for thousands of years. However, the situation has changed, and there is growing evidence of water scarcity across the entire country, such as the decreases in availability of fresh surface water, increased population and individual water consumption, evaporation in dams, water bodies, open irrigation canals and soils, increase in salinity, desertification, and soil erosion, and environmental pollution. The most important drivers of water scarcity are climate change and its effects, which are mainly reduced levels of precipitation on the territory of Iraq and the whole region, and the upstream riparian countries. Increase in frequency of droughts, as well as in the occurrence of sand and dust storms, while direct human interference, such as decades of inconsistent water management, the lack of investments within conducive policy and legislative framework, the building of large dams for irrigation and electricity generation, and a lack of water safety awareness of the population are having an additional dramatic impact. This worsening situation has not been helped by the extensive destruction caused by all past conflicts, and most recently by the ISIL conflicts that damaged and threatened so much public infrastructure, such as pumping stations, canals, dams, and reservoirs. Against this difficult context, the UN is engaged with the government on several strands of work covering water, sanitation, hygiene, water resource management, water quality, and management of water-related disasters. The UN is further responding to human needs of refugees, IDPs, and returnees and other vulnerable citizens, as well as helping the government to address structural problems and to facilitate regional dialogue and cooperation in both water and environment. In concrete terms, this means improving access to safe drinking water in cities such as Basra, rebuilding irrigation infrastructure, promoting climate-smart agriculture with extension offices in the field, and facilitating capacity building within the Ministry of Water Resources and other ministries, just to mention a few. This week, I was present at the coordination group for donors and international partners on agriculture and water, and heard about the plans for the formulation of an agricultural and water action and investment plan based on the National Development Plan and other recent sectoral and multi-sectoral strategies, and the white paper outlining the main economic reforms. I support such initiatives and anticipate that together we can prioritize the most necessary actions. I furthermore see much scope for the adoption of modern technology and data collection methods, as any action on water management requires a solid data baseline and frequent situation updates. This international conference is important for Iraq and the region. Water is a shared resource and must be shared at all levels, globally, regionally, and between countries, and between men and women at the community level. It must not be a source of conflict, but an area of cooperation. I am pleased to see that Iraq takes a global approach to water at a global level to allow resources to be used and shared at even the lowest levels. The President's approval of Iraq's accession to the Paris Agreement to climate change is an important statement of Iraq's intent to do more to support renewable energies, to reduce carbon emission and other sources of pollution. This is critical in the context of water as a global warming clearly impacts on its future availability. Similarly, I understand that there is an effort to prompt Iraq's accession to the Convention on the Protection and Use of Transboundary Water Resources and International Lakes, the Water Convention. This provides opportunities for advancing transboundary water cooperation and to foster sustainable development and peace. I commend Iraq's accession to this and other global conventions related to climate change. Water is a fundamental basic need for human survival, such as drinking water and as an input to produce the food we consume. Without water, there would be no life on Earth. Water is crucial in order to achieve the United Nations 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development Goals, as was mentioned already. Not just the Sustainable Development Goal number 6, ensuring access to water and sanitation for all, but as one of the foundations that connects many, if not all, Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs. As such, reports on water scarcity call for immediate action. And I can assure you that the United Nations family in Iraq, UNAMI, and all UN agencies stand ready to support initiatives that lead to improved water management in Iraq. I thank you so much.